We did it! We did it, everyone! Look at this room full of excited, happy, smiling faces. It feels like a little bit of normalcy has at least returned. It's pretty darn exciting, if you don't mind me saying so. Well, thank you guys. Welcome, one and all. We have a few more people that we're getting in before they're getting seated. A lot of you guys are enjoying your salads right now. We want to thank you right out of the gate for supporting Home Builders Foundation tonight. My name's Adam Bjarnson. I'm a sales executive with Lawyer's Title, and I'm excited to tell you this is my 6th year of emceeing this event. Thank you. I laugh about it sometimes because I have 2 careers, and some people recognize me from Title, some people recognize me from TV, doing sports at Coin 6. So my wife, who's here tonight, it's pretty exciting because she doesn't come to these events very often. So when she does, it's an exciting time for Daddy here. We have 3 kids at home, so it's kind of like a little date night. But what's that? Well, yeah, there is a lot to take away from the last year, and it's so great to see so many familiar faces having to reintroduce who we are to one another. We'll meet Brad Caldwell here in a minute, the auctioneer. If many of you guys remember, last year we held this in a virtual format from a studio. And real quick, let's give it up for the AV department. They're the ones that put this whole thing together. Sounds, you guys are amazing. They did it last year. They are just absolutely no stone unturned with what they do. But there's been a lot of adapting over the last year. And one of the industries that has had to adapt the most are you guys. Whether it's on the title side, the real estate side, the lending side, the builder side, the development side, it has been everyone adapting. But we have made it through, and it's been a whole lot of fun. I will say that. You guys have remained busy. But we're going to kick off the live auction shortly. And I want to remind everyone, at this very moment, I'm told we have 4 golden tickets remaining. Just 4. So if you guys have an interest in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you better get on it because those are going to go quick. Oh, wait. Yeah? Who wants to be my spotter right out of the gate? Brad, can you hear me? Yeah? Oh, wait. How many? He's going to let me know how many we have. We have 3 left. 110. Bidder number 110. Wait. Oh, you guys have to buy them on your phone. You guys have that link, right? Click on the link. Thank you, Brad. That's right. We're working in technology. Okay, so get on it. There's 3 left. And you guys all have the link by now. But we're going to kick off the live auction shortly. And in the interim, I do want to remind everyone that after the live auction is over, we're going to have a bit more socializing after the event. But just know that this is a fun night, and obviously we have some serious fundraising to do first. Well, maybe some of you guys know this or not, but this event tonight is the largest fundraising effort of the year for the Home Builders Foundation. And tonight, yes. And tonight you're going to hear a ton of stories on exactly why raising money is going to be vital to the future stability of the Tri-County. And I think a lot of you guys can understand, driving around over the last year and a half, no matter the highway, the freeway, the off-ramp, wherever you're getting off, you guys know the impact that has happened in the Tri-County with the number of tents that have just popped up. The homelessness problem in the Tri-County is real, and it doesn't feel like it's going away. We don't know if we have the right solution to it, but group-wide community efforts that are like this tonight can help change happen. We know government doesn't have the answer, so hopefully tonight we can have just a little piece of making something change, and it begins right here tonight. At this time, it is my pleasure to bring to the stage the Home Builders Foundation Board President. You guys know him, you love him. He's Jason Waugh. He is of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Northwest Real Estate. Jason, come on up.
Thank you, Adam. Listen, a big round of applause for Adam. Your energy means so much to this event. Thank you, sir. Good evening. I know we can do better than that. Good evening. It's an honor to stand before you here tonight. As Adam shared, I've got the good fortune of serving as board president for the Home Builders Foundation. I do have to thank Ryan Boatsman, who's our vice president. He's the one that recruited me to the board. So Ryan, I want to thank you for creating this opportunity for me. But candidly, just like echoing Adam's comments, I'm just super excited to be around a bunch of people in one gathering having fun. So it's been far too long. I would be remiss if I didn't start my comments by just thanking a few folks that were so instrumental in putting tonight together. Any one of these events' success is really aligned and dependent on the chair honorees. And we've got a great fortune of, no, it's fine. This is what I do. We've got 5 daughters, so we're used to it. The success of any event like this is really dependent on the chair honorees. And we've got a great opportunity tonight at a beautiful venue. So a round of applause for Gordon Root and Rick Weibel. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, Nicole, in advance, I'm going to apologize for most likely mispronouncing your name. A big round of applause for Nicole Kyprios? Yes. Nicole's with California Closets and who's the presenting sponsor here today, and Nicole's just been a phenomenal gala chair volunteer, so thank you very much, Nicole. Mr. Scott Bowles with Anlung Construction. Yes, round of applause for Scott. Scott served as the gala committee chair, and I've been to a lot of these events, I've never seen someone so passionate and so committed to any one auction item, in particular the whiskey basket that Scott was so passionate about. Anybody that gets to take that home tonight, their home bar is now just increased by 100%. I'd really, really be remiss if I didn't recognize the HBF staff, and not just for tonight's event, but for day in and day out, their passion, their energy, their commitment to the Home Builder Foundation. So a huge round of applause for Brenda Kita, Kyle Ellerby, and Chris McDonald. Thank you, guys. Lastly, I just want to thank our partners at the Home Builders Association, Dave Nielsen, his entire team. Just thank you so much. So, why are we here tonight? Besides donating a lot of money. And what does the HBF do? Now, I'm going to do something. I'm going to take a flyer here, and I'm going to ask something that may be a little unconventional. and certainly while you're trying to eat, probably disturbing. But if you would kindly indulge me, just take any personal items that you may have in your pockets, your car keys, your wallet, cell phone, ladies, if you have a purse, and just place it directly in front of you on your table. I promise you no one's going to come around and take your personal possessions, except for maybe yours, Jason Buchanan. So imagine this. Thank you for doing that. Imagine this. Imagine that all you have to your name are the clothes on your back. And the one thing that you're hoping tonight is to find some safe shelter for yourself, maybe you and your child, maybe you and your family. There's a lot of folks in that position. And we're here tonight to continue the HBF's mission of helping all of our local nonprofits create a solution to transitional housing and homelessness, and give those folks that are actually experiencing what I just asked you to envision. You know, I heard a great quote some time ago, and I've actually got it written down in multiple locations as a personal reminder at home and at the office. And it says this: be somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody, and help us do that tonight. If you can donate financially tonight, we thank you in advance. But if you can't, there's so many ways for all of us to contribute, and a very meaningful way is awareness. Help us drive awareness about the HBF and our mission. Help share our story. Awareness has a significant value, and what I'm going to ask you to do over the coming days is when you're talking with family and friends and your coworkers and they ask you what you did this weekend, I'd respectfully ask you to say you went to a phenomenal, great event at a beautiful venue hosted by the HBF. And tell them the great work that the HBF is doing to end homelessness. And ensure that everyone has an opportunity to experience a safe and supportive environment. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Thank you for your support. Have fun. Cheers.
Jason, that's incredible. That is, honestly, one more round of applause, guys. Jason Watt, please. It's something so simple. Before we get to raising paddles, we first need to thank some very important people with us here tonight. And there are so many, and we want to recognize everyone. But please join me right now in putting your hands together for our presenting sponsor who generously helped make tonight happen, California Closets. And keep the applause going for Darcy Fredericks as we bring her up to the stage. Darcy.
Not looking forward to speaking after Jason. Thank you very much. So it is wonderful to be here with you all. And by be here, of course, I mean the thing I have heard everybody say, which is it is so nice to be seen and to see other people. But when I say be here, I mean be here at Tumwater Vineyard. Thank you so much to Gordon and Rick so much for this space. It can't be said enough, like, how enjoyable this space is. So thank you for not just this, but all the generosity you've shown to the Home Builders Foundation over the years as well. So sponsorship is a big deal. And California Closets has been the sponsor for the last few years. And I could certainly talk about that, but what I'd rather talk about is why other people should sponsor, why you should participate, why you should be involved. When I think about some of the consistent faces I see here from Builders First Source, when I see Milgard Lumber, when I see Ridgecrest Cabinets and Brian Boggs, yeah. So those of you who don't know Brian Boggs, get to know him because he'll volunteer for anything. If you need a delivery truck, he's there. If you need cabinets, he's there. Appliance delivery, he's there. So yeah, we've had a lot of great volunteers that have consistently been involved with the Home Builders Foundation. And then we have some new ones. It's great to see, Lennar here. It's great to see Holt Homes here. So we're really proud of the people that are, yes. We're really proud of the people that continuously give. If you're concerned about the fact that your company doesn't do contracting style work, do not worry about it. We've had the Oregonian volunteering and Berkshire Hathaway volunteering on landscaping sites and painting a better tomorrow. There are so many opportunities to both donate and make this a record year, but to both donate, but to also get involved. I will say our California Closets team loves nothing more than doing Home Builders Foundation projects. We think they're fantastic, and working with the Home Builders Foundation, is Chris McDowell in the tent right now? How many people have worked with Chris McDowell in this room by show of hands? Right? Chris, you are a project manager extraordinaire wherever you are. Like, he does a fantastic job of making your $10 equal $100. So wherever you can get involved, talk to Kyle, talk to Brenda, and talk to Chris. We're looking for any way that you can help. So thank you tonight for making it a record-breaking night. I know it's going to be. Thank you for being here, and it is, again, wonderful to see you. Thank you.
Darcy, you're the best. Thank you so much. It is so awesome. When my wife, I referenced her already, when she got here today, she goes, "Oh, California Closets. We got to call them." So I said, yes, we do. All right. An event, you guys, like this, you guys know, takes a team of generous sponsors, just like California Closets, to host this kind of amazing gathering. So I want to extend a special thank you to the following donors, and please, because you guys are all going to applaud anyway, hold your applause until I get through this list, because it's pretty lengthy, all right? All right, Builders First Source, Performance Insulation, Standard TV and Appliance, Directors Mortgage, Milgard Windows and Doors, Northwest Natural, The Oregonian, Oregon Live, Orpac, Pamplin Media Group, Berkshire Hathaway, Home Services, Northwest Real Estate, Metropolitan Land Group, Ridgecrest Custom Cabinetry, Adair Homes, Banner Bank, East Bank Mortgage, First American Title, Holt Homes, Home Street Bank, IWP, Lakeside Lumber, Lennar, Payne West Insurance, Richmond American Homes, Royal Restrooms, Tiffany Home Design. Now give it up. Let's hear it. Every single one of you have stuck with us throughout some of the biggest challenges we're ever going to face in our life. So once again, well done. Thank you. And kind of as Jason alluded to, we couldn't have done all of this on our own. So a big thank you to our gala committee. These guys work so tirelessly, you guys, throughout the year to make this event go off. All of our donors tonight, the staff, all the volunteers, here to help each and every one of us. And of course, to each of you for your generous bidding. So thank you to one and all. Both here and, by the way, online. There is a virtual audience that is tuning in tonight as well. So without you, they cannot continue their great work. All right, please welcome me now. Please join me in welcoming now our auctioneer for the evening. We did this last year. We did it in a virtual format down at the AV department. They were like this. They had it all set up. Brad and I came in, did our thing, and it was done. They were tremendous. But this guy runs the show. He is none other than Brad Caldwell. Give him some round of applause.
Thank you for the kind words, Adam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Are you guys ready for a good time? That's the Home Builders Foundation spirit I was hoping for. I got to tell you, I am absolutely ecstatic to be here in person as a live event. I want to ask, how many people are attending a live event for the very first time this year? Raise your hand. Let's give them a great big round of applause for being here with us tonight. First timers, if you could just get your credit card and follow me, I'll show you what to do. Okay? We're going to have a really good time. We got a lot of fun stuff that's going to be happening tonight, but the first thing I want to talk about is the golden ticket. We started off selling every single ticket, raising $10,000 for the Home Builders Foundation. Give yourselves a round of applause. So what I want to tell you is, if you did not get a chance to buy that ticket for the golden ticket, we do still have the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services jewelry raffle that you can buy a ticket for as well. It's on your mobile bid device. It's just $50, and they're limited to 200 tickets, so we do still have some of those left. Okay, so you guys want to know what was won and who won our golden ticket? We did a random ticket generator drawing, and Kyle Ellerby gave me the information. So, here it is. The winner of the golden ticket is Bill Moore, a virtual participant. Let's give Bill a great big round of applause for buying that ticket. So Bill chose item number 106. So in your catalog, that is a sponsored item thanks to Macadam Floor Design and Standard TV and Appliance. So let's give a big shout out to our sponsors once again for that great package donation. That was going to be item number 106. This was Create Your Own Dream-Worthy Kitchen. So that was the item that was chose. And again, a big shout out to Standard TV and Appliance. A huge shout out to Macadam Floor and Design. Once again, let's give those donors a great big round of applause. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I've got spotters all around the room that are going to help get your attention. If you can't get my attention, they can get your attention and help you bid on those items. You all should have a bidder number. So if you want to get those bidder numbers out and wave them in the air, I want to see 300 bidder cards in the air, live and fun. Come on over here, photographer. Let's get some pictures of this. Look at all.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us at the virtual auction. Here we are live at the gorgeous Tumwater Vineyards for the Home Builders Foundation Building Hope Auction and Gala. And we are all about fundraising here for underserved people, for finding homeless and helping them out and just really filling in the gap. This amazing fundraising event is put on by the Home Builders Foundation, and we are so lucky to have some wonderful entertainment to kick it off tonight with the fabulous Aaron Meyer. I know you all love him. He's a Portland favorite. So we're going to start it off with a wonderful song by Aaron Meyer.
We're trying to get him to start his track.
That's a good question. Are we just sharing this?
It's all good.
I think we did. So I'm just going to ask you some very basic questions.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That sounds good. Everybody's gonna be saying where Aaron is. Woo!
Yeah. And we're going to be standing right there.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello again. Well, I'm here with William Sedler of California Closets, and we are so delighted to have you as a sponsor of this wonderful evening. Can you tell us what you do for California Closets?
Absolutely. I am an executive sales and design consultant for California Closets. I've been with the firm for about 7 years now, and I like to say that I specialize in bedroom catastrophe management.
Wow. Have you saved a marriage or two?
I think so.
I bet you have.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we design, custom storage solutions and furniture, and coming in, just helping people find a solution to just their organizational problems and helping them just start the day. You start the day and you end your day in your closet, and just helping them get a fresh look is a great thing.
I love that. Well, I happen to know that you do more than just closets. I've seen some of the gorgeous storage that you put in family rooms and living rooms and libraries and offices, right?
Yeah, the name's a little confusing because we essentially do every room in the house. Garages, media centers, wine bars, libraries, offices, lots of home offices. this past year. Lots of home offices.
And maybe a few in-home classrooms.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 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 I have a client that's an optometrist, and she had me set up something for her two children, and they used it all this past year.
That's
It's been amazing.
That's amazing. I love that. Well, tell us about your involvement with the Home Builders Foundation. Why is California Closets involved, and how does that feed California Closets' soul to be involved in HBF?
I love it. So California Closets, I mean, we've been in Tualatin for about 34 years. Female-owned and operated franchise. Darcy Fredericks was the past president of the HBF. Darcy, a few years back, during a store meeting, asked all of us members, what was our passion? What do we value? Where should we put some of our extra dollars? And it was cool, first of all, just to be asked that. And then a big percentage of people just thought, let's do it for homelessness, for veterans, some women's issues. And so we've contributed, since then to the HBF, which reaches out to all of those. I mean, this last year has been crazy looking at all of the homeless people. There's that old saying, like, there, but for the grace of God go I. I mean, I see these people, it's just like, it's crazy. So the HBF does a lot of great work, and yeah.
They do, and that's amazing that California Closets was able to reflect the values of their own employees. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, we've helped with Dress for Success, which helps women find both clothing and interviewing skills. Souls for Souls, which is a really cool thing that we do in November and December, which is really just like partnering with this company that that collects shoes and refurbishes shoes for people who don't need them. And it's crazy, but there's a lot of people out there. Anissa's Place, which does folks who have trafficked or who have been in sex trafficking situations. So it's serious. There's a lot of need out there.
Yeah, there really, really is. And you have figured out a way to fill that need, and that is so awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's a very direct way to affect people's lives,
Yeah, because it's really not, yes, it's a great big problem, and it's a problem as a whole, but the way you help is you help individuals get out of it, right?
Yeah, one at a time. One at a time. And that's the way we go. Yeah, that's how we roll.
I love it. Thank you, William.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for being a part. Thank you for being an amazing sponsor.
Absolutely. My pleasure, our pleasure. Please, if there's any way that you feel that you can contribute, this is the time. Don't be shy. There's room for everyone in this opportunity. There are opportunities for everyone to participate in this.
Yes, that's right. And I'm sure people are able to give online.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't forget to do that.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Have a fun evening.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hello again. Still enjoying this gorgeous, gorgeous evening here at Tumwater Vineyards. And now I am with Linda Jo de Vlamink of Community of Hope. And we were talking a little bit about what you do for them. So can you share that with everybody who's in our virtual audience?
So I was the one that helped found Community of Hope, and now I'm the assistant director. We hired somebody to replace us, and I'm going to be her assistant for one more year, and then I'll retire.
Those are some big shoes to fill.
Well, she is very capable of doing it. I'm very impressed with her and delighted to have her on board.
That's awesome. Now, HBF has been partnering with Community of Hope for a little while now. Do you know how long?
So it was founded in 2014, and then in 2016, the home builders came alongside us and helped us to transform. We had a Sunday school building that was not meant to be lived in. And so they increased our capacity, put in shower and laundry facilities, remodeled the kitchen, and then 2 years later, they helped put on a new roof, and siding and windows were completely up to code. So they changed a place that was adequate to a place that's a home that people can call home. It's just wonderful. They really made it possible for us to do the work that we need to do well.
Yeah, that's amazing. With not only the skill set of all the contributors that built, but the donations from the different sponsors, I'm sure, played a big part in that.
Very much. I mean, they certainly helped us financially. California Closets put in closets. Viking did our whole sprinkler system for free. So we could not have done it without that kind of support and the connections that they had with with the builders and then with the community at large. Gave us a lot more credibility, as well as really making it possible. It takes so many people to make something like this work. And the home builders is great at bringing people together to do that.
That is what we do. Now, how many people do you typically serve with your shelter?
We can serve up to 8 families at a time. They're all single-parent families, so they can stay 4 to 6 months. We provide classes besides a place to stay, and mentoring so they can meet with somebody once a week, and community life. So each family has their own bedroom, but then they share the space. So they're with other people that are single parents looking for a job, looking for a place, and that community is really supportive. It helps them to build some skills, heal from past trauma, which is homelessness itself was traumatic, and then all the reasons they became homeless are huge. And so the parents can help heal enough that they can be good parents to their children, and then the children can start healing. And lives are transformed. It's such a joy to see how much different their lives are when they move out than when they moved in. I mean, they still are on their journey. They have a long ways to go. We all do, but we get to see lives transformed. It's amazing.
I bet you do. And to see them come in as a single parent, probably typically a mom.
Most often a mom. We have a few dads, but they're mostly moms.
And you welcome their children.
And our staff loves the kids and loves playing with them. And the kids get to play with each other, and the parents help each other parent and support each other in dealing with the temper tantrums and being consistent and taking care of each other so that they can do what they need to do to grow and to move on, to get that stable housing and jobs.
I was going to say their lives are filled with unpredictability, and for Community of Hope to be able to come into their lives and create predictability and stability for them is just beyond what words could even summarize, right?
When we open the door for people, we say, "Welcome home." And there was one mom that told me, "This is the first time I've ever been able to bring my kids home." That I think they were 4 and 5, and they'd never had a home to come to. And that feeling at home gives enough stability that then they have the energy to move on, to do all the things they need to do to get their housing. So it's amazing.
They really come from heartbreak and go to hope.
They do, yes.
Linda Jo, any parting words?
Well, I am so grateful to the Home Builders Foundation. And the thing is that when you are supporting the Home Builders Foundation, you get the chance to help transform lives. Having a beautiful place to live and a safe place where there's supportive, nurturing relationships makes a tremendous difference. And a donation to them is a donation to those families. You get to help transfer lives. So give generously tonight. Thank you.
Well said, Linda Jo. That is right. And transforming lives one life at a time, one a parent at a time, one child at a time. It makes all the difference. Yeah. All right. Well, folks, give generously. Thank you for sharing, Linda Jo. And thank you, and we will see you soon. Hello again. Well, I'm here with Jason B. Hunan with Builders First Source, and we are so delighted to have you here. And can you tell me what you do for Builders First Source?
Sure. I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations for the Northwest and Alaska.
Fantastic. Well, we're delighted to have you here today. And can you tell us how you partner with the Home Builders Foundation?
Absolutely. I've been on the board for the last 9 years. We provide a lot of materials to different projects, a lot of them at no cost across the Portland metro area. We have work parties that participate on a lot of the projects we do. One of the things that our company focuses on is really giving back to the community and civic responsibility, community involvement, and there's nothing better than the Home Builders Foundation in the Portland metro area for us.
Oh, that was well said. And we so appreciate those partnerships. It makes the Home Builders Foundation be able to do what we do and help with the homeless situation here in the greater Portland area.
Yeah. Absolutely. Our company is a national company, so we like to really focus on, we might be a national company, but we want to be best locally. And one of the things that we challenge all of our employees, and myself included, is to give back. And so I sit on the Home Aid Chapter National Board of Directors as well as the Home Builders Foundation Board of Directors. And we have hundreds of employees across the Northwest, and in particular in the Portland metro area, that give back every single day in our communities that we do business in. And it's our pleasure to be involved. Great organization, focus on something that's near and dear to me. My mom was a single parent that raised 4 kids. I never knew that we were potentially going to be homeless from day to day until as I got older. So for me, it's a personal mission, but for our company, it's gotten very personal as well over the years. So we're thrilled to be here.
That is amazing that a company as big as Builders First Source really cares and really gives generously. That is really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in it. I mean, a lot of folks think that because you're a national company, people don't care. We're all human beings. We all go to school with a lot of our kids go to school with kids. We go to the same churches. We do the same things, and we want to be best nationally, but we want to be first and foremost. We want to be best locally, and that means getting involved not only with our time and our treasure, but also with our dollars and really giving back to the communities we do business in.
Well, you're a tremendous example of that. That is so great. Jason, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Having a great time.
Great. Thank you so much. Any parting words for our virtual audience out there?
Absolutely. Everybody enjoy yourself tonight. If you can, give as much as you can. It's a great organization. Every dollar you give is going right to projects that need you the most. Everybody have a great evening. Cheers to all of you.
Cheers. Now I'm here with Andy Goebel of Do Good Multnomah. And Andy, I would love to know what you do for Do Good Multnomah.
Well, I'm the Director of Emergency Management, which means that I oversee a number of our sheltering projects, both congregate shelters and also alternative shelters. And the alternative shelters are what the Home Builders Foundation has been primarily a part of.
Wow. Okay, tell us about alternative shelters. What does that look like?
Well, one of my favorite models is the village model, and that's where we have a number of tiny homes or pods that are put together on a particular property, and there's a central building with community, and that's the one that the Home Builders Foundation has been huge about supporting in St. John's. St. John's happens to be my neighborhood where I live, and a project that's been in the works for a few years, and we just opened recently to huge success, and the Home Builders Foundation continues to be a presence, an important presence, vital presence in that community. So super thankful for the support we receive there.
That's amazing. Now, how many people do you serve typically on maybe a monthly basis or whatever your measurement is?
Yeah, so there are 19 pods at the village, and the goal is to have folks, it's a transitional space, so we're moving people toward permanent housing. So we'll have those 19 people, and it depends on how long their journey takes for them to reach the place of being ready to move to permanent housing from the pods. But 19 at a time and working toward moving folks on, so we'll see where we are after a few months. We're fairly new into this. We just opened recently.
Wow, I love the concept of pods. Can a family stay together, or are they for an individual?
Well, especially individuals, especially in a time of COVID and social distancing. So one person per pod, but we actually have couples who are in the village who each have their own pod and still are finding life together in life and community. So we're really encouraged by that.
Wow, and it's just till they can get back on their feet and create a more permanent situation for themselves, right?
Absolutely. We have case managers who work there from Do Good Multnomah who are working regularly with them to move them in a direction wherever they want to go next from the village.
Wow, that is such a beautiful thing. Well, one person at a time, right? One family at a time. That is awesome. Anything you'd like to say to our virtual audience out there?
Honestly, I just want to thank the Home Builders Foundation for the vital piece they've been in this project. We really could not have done it without them. Their guidance, their support, their gathering of volunteers and donors, and just all of the ways that they've continued to support St. John's Village in particular and our Veterans Village for Do Good Multnomah. Honestly, they've been an absolutely essential partner in our work, and we appreciate it tremendously.
That is amazing. Well, thank you for sharing, Andy. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you shortly. I am here now with Ryan Reed of Performance Insulation. And Ryan, I would love to know what you do for Performance Insulation.
Well, I'm the president and owner of Performance Insulation, and what we do as a contractor is we're a full-service insulation company. We do spray foam, fiberglass, cellulose, basically every type of insulation you can do. We also do water heaters, and we do construction dryout and energy services. So, HERS ratings, EPS verifications. We do, tax credit certification. So, we do mostly new construction, but we do a lot of retrofit as well.
Wow. So that sounds like it has a lot to do with having a very high efficiency home.
It does, yeah. We're definitely in the high efficiency sector. Our insulation packages, our water heating packages, we round it out with the energy, so we do, really focus on trying to bring more efficiency to the market, even with some of the national and big regional customers that are in the market. We're not just in Portland, we're also in Seattle, we're in Bend, and looking to expand, so, yeah.
Well, you are one of our wonderful sponsors for this evening, and tell me a little bit about why you wanted to be a sponsor for the Building Hope Gala.
Well, we've been actually sponsoring the Building Hope Gala for about 6 years, 6 consecutive years, and we just believe that it's a great cause. We've, like I said, we've sponsored it for a very long time, and we've actually also done several projects for both, donated material and labor to several projects for the Home Builders Foundation and the HBA.
Wow. So you donate with your treasure, you donate with your materials, and obviously you donate with your labor.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, we've even gone to bat with our manufacturers to get them to put in on some of these projects. But yeah, I mean, we absolutely support the cause and believe in the causes and look forward to supporting it in the future.
That's amazing. Well, we sure thank Performance Insulation for being involved. And Ryan, thank you for spearheading that. And anything to say for our virtual audience out there?
No, I mean, just, obviously, like I said, we believe in the cause, and we think everybody else should also participate. And, let's continue to make this better year after year.
Exactly. They should donate, sponsor, whatever it is, dig deep, but there's always a way to help the Home Builders Foundation. All right. Well, I have Maria Piaya here, and we are so delighted. You are with Home Plate Youth Services, and I love all the amazing things you do because homelessness is not a problem for just adults. It is a problem for youth as well. And can you tell me what you do for Home Plate Services and how you provide shelter for homeless youth?
Yeah. So my name is Marie Piaye, and I'm the Director of Development and Communications at Home Plate Youth Services. We are the only drop-in and street outreach program in Washington County for youth ages 12 through 24 experiencing homelessness or instability of any kind in Washington County. And we meet youth where they are to provide a range of support, whether that's a hot meal, a new change of clothes, help with building a resume, or simply just an ear to listen.
Wow. And you are located in Beaverton, right? Tell me about the new facility you're building.
Yeah, so we are in downtown Beaverton, and we actually, the Home Builders Foundation has been instrumental in providing that stability for Home Plate and having our own permanent location to be able to provide youth with a safer space to find their own journey within reclaiming stability. So we have acquired a new building. It's in downtown Beaverton. You've probably driven past it. It's right off of Watson and 4th. And we'll be renovating it thanks to Home Builders Foundation, capital campaign support, and investment.
Roof, right?
Yes, a roof. Yes, exactly.
A roof over your head.
Yes, exactly. So the space will actually be helping us gain 6,000 square feet to be able to serve 3 times more youth in finding stability and helping them in their journeys.
And the youth homeless problem in Beaverton is tremendous, right?
Yeah, so I mean the numbers have really grown through COVID with the lack of schools being open for education and just a spot to drop by in, public spaces being closed, just a place to wash your hands and go to the bathroom has just been so hard. So our services have dramatically changed through COVID, and we're just really looking forward to getting into a permanent space where we can go back to our original service model of independence and generosity and belonging, and just creating a space that's exclusively for youth.
That is so important. Wow, what a gap you are filling there. Wow.
Thank you so much for the Home Builders Foundation.
Absolutely. Marie, thank you so much for telling us about that. And we would say give generously because the Home Builders Foundation is going to put all those funds to great use.
Correct. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Well, hello. I'm here with Jeff Jarvis of Standard TV and Appliance. Jeff is the president of Standard TV and Appliance, and we are so happy to have you as a sponsor for tonight's evening. Can you tell us what the Home Builders Foundation means to you as a sponsor?
Yeah, I think the Home Builders Foundation is in alignment with what we do. You know, we recognize the home as being a critical part of the foundation of the family, and you know, the transitional housing that you guys supply, and the support for not only the family but for individually specific for young boys, for women and children, and all of those things to help people get back on their feet are very important to us. I also think that the trades that are associated with our group are vital, and education is huge. And you know, I genuinely, personally and professionally, have concerns that that we have less and less of those people getting into the trades, and it's critical for the building industry. And I believe that is very important, and stand behind that with HBF.
Yeah, well, you know, that's all part of it, right? It's helping people find careers, get on their feet, have them not wind up in a homeless situation, but be gainfully employed. And that's really a beautiful thing. And I love that Standard TV and Appliance really, that is your ethos. You know, you put your money where your mouth is with your finances, with appliances, with everything.
Yeah, we've been in business since '47, and the majority of the years that I've been involved with the business, we have been a strong supporter of both the HBA and the HBF. Personally, for me, the HBF is one of the biggest things for our company that is important to us, and I get excited about. This event specifically is a big deal for me. It's one of the few things every year that I can't miss, and I will change my calendar or my schedule every year so I can make sure I'm here for this. It's that important to me and to our company.
That's awesome. Well, you have been a tremendous partner, and with the HBA side as well as the HBF side. And, you know, it takes many businesses, many people, many dollars to combat the problem of homelessness. But you, as the leader of Standard TV and Appliance, you really make a difference. And you see that as your individual responsibility, not just sort of this large problem that is insurmountable. And I think that approach is beautiful.
Yeah, I just want to say I appreciate what you guys do. I really do. It's, like I said, it's in lockstep with what we believe in, and what we hold dear to us. And I just appreciate what the HPF does in our community. And I don't see any other direction for us other than to continue to support that for many, many years to come.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Jeff. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you for joining us for this evening. And you enjoy the rest of the night.
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, we've heard from so many sponsors and so many partners, and there's just such a compelling reason to get on board, to put your dollars forward to supporting the Home Builders Foundation. And this amazing gala is just really an example of of a way to combat the problem of homelessness here in the greater Portland area. But we hope you're having a wonderful time there with our virtual audience. And before we go, we have a wonderful song by Aaron Meyer, who I know you love. He's an absolute Portland favorite. So he's going to share a little bit of his music with us. Aaron.
Virtual audience back in for the next portion of this event.
And ladies and gentlemen, as our virtual audience is joining the event, we are now going to be entering what we call our special appeal. This is also known as a paddle raise. So if you could help me and lower the conversation just a little bit, we're going to ask you to please quiet down just a little bit as we're going to start a video presentation that we want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to hear. It's full of important messages. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to direct your attention to the video screens, a short video about the Home Builder Foundation will now play.
It takes the entire community to serve our kids. Also, our kids are exploited within our community, so it's really important for them to see that not everybody is there to hurt them, and that we do have a community that believes in them and is a safe place for them, so they can learn to be part of that community and really just be their best selves.
Our focus at Anissa's Place is to serve young women who are female and female identifying minors who've experienced some kind of commercial sexual exploitation. And so Village for One as a whole has an understanding of the CSEC population, which is missing in a lot of other traditional services in the community. And so we aim to be a go-to provider for this population.
Unfortunately, Oregon has a huge issue with child sex trafficking and child exploitation in general. And so we work together with the state to serve this very specific population and really work on a different model to serve them in a home-like setting, but with the supports that they need. And so that's what we're here for.
Yeah, probably the biggest problem in our market about people understanding sexual exploitation is they don't understand it. It's kind of a problem that people aren't aware of. I mean, I certainly know I wasn't. Sexual exploitation is a massive problem. It's huge. It touches every aspect of humanity. It's male, female, older, younger, poor, rich. It touches all aspects of our community.
Home Builders Foundation was able to kind of partner with us and take the funds that we did have and make them go so much further. They were able to help us coordinate the build when it came down to construction, because we ended up deciding that a new build was the best way to go. They assisted us in getting so many donations from different partners for the roof and the flooring and cabinetry and those things like that. So it really was an amazing partnership that allowed the funds that we had to go and make this amazing facility that really wouldn't be quite this exceptional without the partnership.
The Home Builders Foundation does all the work. They do all the pre-qualifying, and all we have to do is show up with our trades and knowledge and perform the work. The shingles were donated that night, and I had all roofing companies asking if they could be the one to deliver the materials. Everybody wanted to be part of this, and so yeah, it was very rewarding.
Everyone wins when the community works together. The Home Builders Foundation has recognized the needs. Anissa's Place would not be here today if it was not for all of the people who contributed in one way or another. Clackamas County's work in this was trying to alleviate SDC permitting fees and so forth to help make this happen. And also need to recognize all the people who donated product and material, the foundation, the labor, people that made this place happen. So it was a team effort.
I was the builder captain for the Anissa's Place project. It appears that these kids that are living here are getting a chance, an opportunity to regain some kind of normalcy to their life, some kind of education opportunities. Just to be taken out of that life and allowed to be kids, I think is probably the biggest thing.
The way that National Women in Roofing has impacted the lives of these young women, we put a roof over their head for one thing. That's the obvious thing, right? But to me, the part that was magical was coming in at Christmas, giving them Christmas lights, bringing them Christmas gifts. I love the joy that we're able to give back to them.
And when people are able to give back to their community, they get that sense of pride that only comes from being able to share of yourself and your talents and your trade.
I'm proud to be part of Anissa's Place in a Village for One because we seek to be supportive and recognize that we don't have all the answers, but to give it our best shot and acknowledge that trafficking is a problem and that with the right support, people can move through it and move on to bigger, better things.
This house is up and functioning and we're almost a year in and our youth are thriving. When we first started A Village for One and the original goal was to build this exact house, people told us that it would never happen. People have tried this before. It costs so much money to do. Like, do you have any idea what you're getting yourself into? And we didn't. But all we knew was that it needed to happen because we were serving these youth in the community and this resource was needed. So what I'm most grateful for is showing that it can be done and that we're here and our youth are really doing well and moving forward. I'm so excited to show then what the youth are capable of after being served through our house.
Let's build hope together.
Let's build hope together.
Let's build hope together.
So that video actually made me cry, which was the AV department's goal, so you can let her know that she was successful. So It is so amazing to sit in this crowd tonight with you all and see so many people in person. And that video is just a culmination of a long project that is, if I could only show you the kids' faces that house serves. So, Village for One, we have a mission to serve youth in our community who have been domestically sex trafficked or sexually exploited within our own community. So these are kids who are born here, these are kids who are raised here, and these are kids who are sold here by the members of our own community. You all business people, this is a very basic business model of supply and demand. And unfortunately, our area has a very, very high demand for the sale of children in all kinds of sexual ways. So that is why we exist. I am one of the original co-founders of A Village for One and the current executive director. We serve nearly 100 kids a year. In outpatient, we serve kids at Oak Creek Correctional Institute down in Albany, but Anissa's Place was part of our original vision for even being founded. So as a licensed clinical social worker and a nurse in our community, I was appalled to find out that this was so prevalent in my community. And as a mom of 3 girls, like I just couldn't walk away. So Anissa's Place, Anissa's Place was founded in order to have a home where these kids have their own space. They have their own bedrooms. All of the youth served in this home are in DHS custody for some reason or another, where oftentimes they're placed in homes where they are in multiple bunk beds and they're just kind of one of a number in a program because the trauma they endure results in so many challenging behaviors and just daily living that they just really have to kind of start over. So in our home, they are treated with care and compassion. We have an amazing dedicated staff that rotates 24 hours through the home. And it is a program, but we work really hard. And all of our donors from California Closets, we have amazing closet dividers in every single room. Our cabinetry was all donated. Pacific, sorry, I'm up here. We had all the lumber and roofing, all those things. And we had over $400,000 in time and materials donated to make this project happen. In addition to all you people in the crowd who helped us do that, and then Home Builders Foundation donated $50,000 of your amazingly donated money to help us do things like put a well in, because we are in a semi-rural area, and a ridiculously expensive commercial-sized septic tank they made us have, and all those things that you just never know that you are ever going to have to learn how to do. Our builder captain, Jim, had no idea what he signed himself up for. But he just stuck through it with us, and Chris was relentless in his coordination of volunteers, and he still brings them in to this day. Next weekend, the women in building are coming in to help stain the fence. So it's just like they haven't even just done it and walked away. We had a massive amount of water damage during the ice storm, so we did a new renovation 6 months in, and I didn't even call Home Builders Foundation because I was afraid to because they are amazing, but it was so sad, and they just called me and said, how can we help? So the kids lived through it, we renovated. And we have 6 beautiful women living in that house right now with a waiting list of